Bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien et vous? You're probably wondering, what the heck is going on? Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Élana Camille, illustrator, artist, and planner sticker shop owner. And today, as promised, we are doing a part 2 of my HP Mini or Mini HP planner setup video. If you're all about staying organized and adding a touch of creativity and style to your life and your planner, you're in the right place. Okay, let's get into it. As I mentioned, today we're doing a flip through of my Mini HP planner. I wanted to make sure that I had this posted. I know I started with a part 1 a few weeks ago, or I believe it was at the end of December. And I wanted to make sure that I showed you part 2, even though I had decided not to use this as my main planner for 2024. And this was a recent development. If you watched my 2024 planner lineup update video, you would have learned that I switched over from this planner to personal rings or my LV agenda in the size, which I am very happy about, and I will be doing a flip through of that later on once I get all the different elements that I'm waiting on. But back to this planner, I did decide to move on from this planner. I just was not feeling inspired to use it as my main planner. I would open it up, and even though I set it up exactly the way that I had wanted it to look and feel, and it just was not bringing me joy in the way that I felt like it should have. Here we are, we're doing part 2, but I do have an update for you with regards to this planner, and I'm very excited to share what it will be used for, and I will share that a little later in the video. Before we even get to the pockets here, we'll look at the cover itself. This is a cover from Cloth and Paper. I like to refer to this as their first gen planner cover, planner folio. I believe that they don't have this particular style on the website anymore, or this version of the style. I think they have like a newer collection that came out. And this one I got last year sometime actually. And I'm glad it's being put to some use because I still am going to be using this planner for 2024. Now, back to the pockets here, I just have a couple of journaling cards. I also have this one here that I decided to use for some sticky tabs as well. And I'll stick that back in there. And then I also have, obviously, one of my planner stickers from my planner sticker shop. And then I have some of my travel photography from Paris. This is just a photo that I took. I think we were coming out of a restaurant, and this was across the street. It was near the Notre Dame, so I remember that much. I'll stick that back there. And then I have one of these ollie clips, and I also have another photo of the Eiffel Tower at night. I think I took this from the top of the Arc de Triomphe. I'm trying to say it in French, en français. Arc de Triomphe. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. So that's what the pockets look like. I am happy to keep it as is. I might add a couple more of these Polaroid style photos in there, more to do with like my travels in France, because I've been a few times now. And yeah, I love Paris. So if I add more photography in there, because I have so many pictures that I want to use and put to good use, then I will put them there. We start off with my word of the year planner dashboard that I illustrated, and my word of the year is harmony, and that's because I want all aspects of my life, or as many as possible, to work in harmony this year. Just like with my planners, I want them all to work in harmony, and I have a little description about my word of the year and kind of what it means to me going into 2024. And I printed that on a thicker cardstock. I was thinking about offering this as a digital download where people could actually get it customized, so they would get their word of the year here and then a little description of their choosing in the box below, and with my floral illustration. So everything would be the same except for the word of the year, which would be customized, and the description. If that's something you would be interested in, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to put that up in my shop because I really do want to get into creating dashboards for other planner users because I have a lot of fun creating these dashboards. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments below. Next, we have an inbox section. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know I love an inbox section. I just have one sticky note there. This inbox section is from Cloth and Paper, and it's printed on vellum, which you know I also love. Another dashboard from Cloth and Paper. And then I have a yearly overview printed on vellum. I printed this myself from the Rosy Papeterie L'Agenda planner system, because I did the printable version of that planner system. So I just printed this yearly overview from that set on vellum. Then we have a Cloth and Paper dashboard here. And then here we have my daily gratitude. I won't show you exactly what's on it. It almost feels like a little bit like a diary. But that's a insert from Cloth and Paper as well. And then we have a weekly schedule planner insert from Cloth and Paper. I did want to use this to create a routine, or at least write it down, the routine that I have with my son. And I think now this will be something slightly different based on the new use of this planner. I have a vision board, which I didn't format my vision board for my different planner sizes yet, but I think with the new use of this planner, I will have a new idea of what I want my vision board to look like. Here's a dashboard from the Rosy Papeterie L'Agenda planner system. And then we have the perpetual calendar, or calendrier perpetuel. Keep going. And then we have the quarterly view. I'll skip to the end here. Then we get to the overview. I believe that this dashboard was from Cloth and Paper as well. Then we have my dashboard that I created. So that's my illustration there. And I decided, because I was using the Rosy Papeterie L'Agenda planner system, I specifically got it in French. If you've watched my part 1 of my HP mini or mini HP planner setup video, you'll notice and you'll hear me say that I got this planner system specifically because I wanted to practice my French. And so I created this dashboard with the French month name and then the English underneath. So Janvier for January. And then of course my fashion illustration here, she's in a winter fashion themed outfit. I'll skip ahead to February, or février, and now you'll be able to see exactly what I will be using this planner for moving forward. I don't like wasting things, and I did not want to put this planner to bed, or I didn't want to stop using it completely. And when I thought about doing this part 2 video, I came up with this idea that, you know what, I am really trying to improve my French, and why not use this planner as my French language planner? So I haven't filled out the month yet. I'm not really sure how this is the monthly overview is going to be incorporated into this new use yet. Maybe it'll just be when there are holidays or different dates of note, I'll write them down in French so that I could actually know what the French version is versus the English. And then we have here a weekly layout. So this looks like a lot, but what it is just different tasks that I have to do each day on a weekly basis to work towards practicing my French and becoming fluent. So for example, this video is being posted on a Wednesday, so we'll look at mercredi, and on Wednesday I have in the morning to listen to a French news station or listen to a French podcast, and then the evening I'll work on my grammar and my vocab. And then because I want my son also to be fluent in French, he's 2, he already knows how to say bonjour, merci, au revoir, and I want to incorporate French into his routine as well. And I already do somewhat, like I make sure to say, if instead of saying thank you to him, I say merci, or, wake up in the morning, bonjour, or we say bonjour to people, or au revoir, that sort of thing. So I try to incorporate it as much as possible. He does understand quite a bit. So for his morning routine, we will work on French words based on what he does. So for breakfast, petit déjeuner, and different things like that. And then playtime with a French program or something like that. And then in the PM, in the evening, we'll do a bedtime story in French. And that repeats all throughout the week with different tasks. On the weekend, I'll make a French food recipe. I don't know why I said French food recipe, but a French recipe. I will make a French recipe, and I'll also watch a French movie or a TV show. It'll probably be a French movie or a TV show that I've already watched probably a million times, but I'll just watch the French version of it. And then on Sundays, for example, I will read a French book, or I will listen to French music, which I do most of the time. I have a really nice French playlist on my phone, and for my son it'll be morning routine in the morning that we'll go over in French, and then in the evening a bedtime story. And Sunday will be a French only day where I will try to only speak French as best as I can. Usually when I go out, I try to interact with people only in French, and if I really struggle, I look up on Google Translate what I'm trying to say, and then I say it. But for the most part, I am able to converse with people on a basic level, and I can understand them too. But I still have a long way to go in terms of becoming completely fluent, where I can have, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not looking for the word, it's not difficult, but I can have complex conversations with people en français. So that is what my weekly layout looks like. And then in the trackers here, I think I will track the different days that I listen to podcasts or the news or music, or I read a French book or watch a French movie, different things like that. I haven't really figured that section out yet. This idea literally came to me as I was preparing to film this video. And it's the same setup throughout the rest of the planner. I do have until December printed out, and when I was looking at that, I said to myself, no, I don't want to waste all of this. I don't want to waste all of this. And now that I've finally found a purpose for it, I'm very happy. So now we have my wellness section. This is a vellum dashboard from Cloth and Paper. And this is in my wellness section. It's really only habit trackers. And now that they'll have a slightly different use based on my new purpose for this planner. But this habitual dashboard is also from Cloth and Paper. And of course, in my habit tracker section, I have my favorite Infinite Lotus habit tracker planner inserts. And these will be used the same way that I mentioned before with the weekly. I will just be tracking when I do certain things that are French related. So listening to podcasts, music, reading a French book, different things. I'm gonna come up with a more substantial list that will help me to really immerse myself in the French language, and that all of that will be recorded there on a week by week basis. Of course, in my main planner, what I use this for is a variety of things. I track when I drink green tea, when I drink water, when I exercise, when I read in general, when I illustrate, and it really can be anything. So in this case, in this planner now, I'll be using it to further my goals for my French language learning, and then you can really use it whatever you are trying to work on or whatever goals you're trying to achieve. I think a habit tracker is a really good tool to have as well. Moving on, I also had this monthly admin planner insert from Cloth and Paper. Initially, when this was my main planner, I was going to use this for finances. I'm not sure if it really fits into this planner layout now. It might. I'll have to give it some thought, but as of right now, I probably am going to take it out. Then we have my list section. So this will be a really fun section for me based on this new use for this planner for my mini HP. And here I will record different songs in French that I want to listen to, or different musicians or artists. I will also record different movies, different books, and different things like that I can digest for my French language skills and learning. So there are a lot of those list inserts. There's a dual column, and then there's the single column, and these are from Infinite Lotus as well. These were printable inserts, and yeah, I love the printable inserts from Infinite Lotus. You'll see here, this was from my 2023 setup of my HP Mini, and I used one of my planner stickers from my shop there, and I just did books to read that are there. I have a note section as well. This will stay here. I always like having a note section in my planners, regardless of what they are being used for. Keep going. And then we have mental download planner insert section, and this was from Cloth and Paper. This was where I noted ideas for my planner sticker shop. I might switch this up to start listing French specific products that I want to develop. So whether it's French sticker sheets or French illustrations or French dashboards, I think that's what this section will be used for moving forward. And that is it. Oh, I have a planner sticker sheet there. But that's it for this flip through. I wanted it to be very quick, very simple, but all of that to say, I'm really happy that I have figured out a brand new use for this planner, because I love the HP Mini size. I absolutely love it, and I just could not see myself using it as my main planner for 2023 or 2024, I should say. And I'm really happy with my decision to make my main planner my personal rings, but now that this will have a use as my French language planner, I'm very, very happy with that. I think my biggest takeaway from this planner journey of starting out with my HP Mini or Mini HP planner and moving to my personal rings and now finding a new use for this planner is that you have to do what works for you. You have to really take a look at where you are at in this moment and make sure that your planners work for you. And don't be afraid, as I've said before, don't be afraid to change things up no matter what time of the year it is. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more planner inspiration. Also, be sure to check out my other videos. I have lots of videos on my half-letter Discbound planner. I'm starting to build up videos on my personal rings planner and different planner sticker related videos as well. And I would love to see your planner ideas in the comments too. Thanks so much for watching, keep planning, and stay creative. Bye for now.